Hello, hello. I am back. Welcome to the East X, I don't know if it's X or 10.
Hello there.
Nordics demo. I don't think this game is out yet. Releases in 3 days, so we might play more of it. Who knows? I might pick it up to play in between Trails games. So this is made by the same company that does the Trails series, Trails to the Sky, Trails to Azure, Daybreak, Cold Steel, all those. This is the same people. This is their other series that's been going on for quite a while. I've never played an East game. I've never really seen an East game. As far as I know, it has also said East. I am guessing. So we are going to... I like how it has the stylized text and then just gives you a very plain sans serif kind of font, or just a plain font to tell you exactly what it does. Appreciate that. Let me... There's C inputs. So that's something. We will try high graphics settings. So let's get going. Also, hello there, Ishmael. Oh, they go all the way to Inferno. All right, we're gonna play on normal. Additional footing. Sure. Various functions can be modified to settings. Okay, sure.
At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
This is a chubby seagull. Chubby black seagull. Passenger liner Adamas. Yeah, I think this is mostly based around boats.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
This is definitely a Nihon Falcom game.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Same. This has me even more pumped than all the way back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any less grateful to you. I can hardly remember the last time I felt this chipper.
Battle! Dogi! So this is where you two were.
I mean, the boat's not that big, brother.
I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
Physics, actually.
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys.
It is East.
Dr. Flair here is even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Celcetan flower.
Celcetan flower? That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario's all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Salsetta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
Okay. Here is our character, Adol, I guess. Shining sun and clear blue skies as far as the eye can see. Couldn't ask for better sailing weather. If you told me back when we first met I'd be setting out on a trip with you like this, I'd have said you were full of it. And now we're Salsetta bound. Wonder what we'll find there. Start of a new adventure. Adventure, huh? The word's really starting to grow on me. I know I'm a bit too far along in my years to be getting this excited, but life since that day my homeland of East descended to the ground has been like a never-ending dream. Every single thing my eyes come across looks so fresh and beautiful, it has me feeling as though I were a child again. Get just what you mean. And I, in turn, have come to understand yet another reason you set out on your journey. Like, your hair is so red, mister. Thanks, I guess. Man seems to be the ship's captain. Now might be a good chance to strike up a conversation. Talk to the captain.
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope? You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age.
I guess you could say that.
So my hunch was correct. This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights coming up shortly.
Oh? What's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today. If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago. This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Salsetta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
My word! What a magnificent sight!
Obelia Gulf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adel. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might be... Whoa! A little close for comfort, don't you think? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adel.
Oh boy, pirates. Your favorite, Ishmael. Norse pirates, no less.
Men, prepare to hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god!
It can't be! Pirates!
I guess it is called the East Nordics, huh?
So he did hire mercenaries.
Shield wall! Charge! Stay behind us, Doc.
Right. Thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs? Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
What difference does that make? You've still got a blade at the ready either way. Enough chit-chat. Let's make this quick.
Press A to perform a normal attack. Press right stick to lock on enemies, making attacks easier to land. Okay.
What a joke. How's that? How is this?
Oh, that's jump. Oh, and I have a block.
No way.
I'm pretty good at violence. Real-time combat, too.
Damn it all! Rotten punk! You're in for it now!
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really? Fine then. I'll take care of him myself.
Hold right trigger to guard. Press LB to perform a swift movement to dodge. Great.
Done saying your prayers? How's that? You're pretty skilled.
Whoa! Here it comes!
Whole lot of fuss for one small fry.
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid!
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
Same sword sheathing sound effect.
Those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam now. Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment! This is the last time, I swear! Whatever you do, just let me live!
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
Okay. I have a funny feeling we'll run into them again. I don't know why East X is funny to me, but it is. They could have put that on one screen, East X Nordics. These all feel like party characters. Or major NPCs. What, did they just kill the captain, then escort us to where we wanted to go? Is that how that happened? What? I'm confused. Awfully nice pirates, I guess. Alright, Esex Nordics, here we go. We did 2 tutorial battles and a lot of talking. Rooseveri Inn. Arnak.
Woof! I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah. Who'd have guessed the Adamus was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates...
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
They're a lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea. Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman. And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Subtle. Roman.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now.
One second.
Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamus?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that. Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy. Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak, of all places?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships. Now, Adel, though on that subject, there does seem to be quite a bevy of islands here in Obelia Gulf.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you? That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about. Heck, back when I was their age,
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
Brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop. And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the
This guy is very drunk.
gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right? If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know. Of course! Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work. Relax and unwind as long as you need.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
No joke? That's great. Thanks for the tip.
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
Okay. Opening the main menu with start allows you to view stats, save, and more. Okay. It's weird having a JRPG with start being the menu. I'm used to it being Y. Pretty much every RPG, actually.
All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me. Seek me.
Adel, you good? If you're sure. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adel? Catch you both later then.
All right. Bear, seek, lest. Here we go. Okay.
I've got to say, the quality of his Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
Good old is Spanish. This game is gonna make me have an aneurysm.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispani may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire? Is he...
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
Town's gateway to the whole Obelia Gulf. We'll get loads of ships past. Okay, so like you can like walk past certain people and they'll give you dialogue. Karnak Port District.
You there, with the red hair.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are? Wreaking havoc left, right, and center. They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle. That's for sure. Once you're dead, that's it. Nothing else to be done.
Ironically enough, the Balta Sea Force would have escorted them personally had he paid the toll. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now, so we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job. Anyway, You just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
Cannot promise that. I will probably piss off somebody at some. Wasn't that thing over here? Oh yeah, here it is. Can't do anything with it, but it's there. Alright, I guess let's go here. Karnak Local Militia Headquarters. There's a flyer posted on the bulletin board. Calling all youths, career in the Karnak Militia awaits you. Rates start at 600 gold per day, dependent on experience. Not a very generous salary. Now what?
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right? Never seen you around before, but I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you? That'll, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face? Ugh. Is that a deal breaker? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth, but the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears. You mean it? I knew I liked you for a reason. The only problem is, our commander and the others are out at the moment. They should be here tomorrow, though, so feel free to swing by again around noon. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths, a career in the Karnak Militia awaits you.
Seek me. This way.
Well, a semi-silent protagonist and needs a himbo best friend, so...
Seek me. Right here. Find me.
Every time this voice says seek, I just think of Dark Souls 2. Bear seek seek lest. I want to fill out the map over here. Aaliyah shell, whatever that is. Ugh. I don't know. Strange women just lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. So, I don't know. White conch adorned with ornate patterns. Nothing else about this seems particularly unusual, however. Okay. That's a cool doggo. The wolf from just now lies still defeated. It attacked out of nowhere, so it had to be taken down, but what was it doing wandering in town to begin with? Roro Raggy. Unbelievable as it is, the wolf's wounds seems to be closing up in no time flat.
Swordsman, can you hear me?
Girl's voice emanates from the shell picked up earlier. Hello?
Bestow you mana enough
It's for you.
defeat.
Yep. What is it with JRPG main characters and being attuned to the element of fire? Like, is that just a thing? Hold right bumper and press Y, X, B, and A on the controller. Perform skills. Select skill from the main menu to assign your preferred skills. Okay. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I don't any details.
Can you just speak in full sentences, damn it?
My name, Leela. Who are you?
It all spoke his name aloud.
Adol.
Adol.
Search Island. Come find help. Go.
Leah's voice cut out completely. God, the reception here is terrible. Adol attempted to call to her through the shell several times after, but received no response. With the sun beginning to set, he decided to return to the inn and confer with Dogi and Dr. Flare.
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious. As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
You sure? Not that we can even tell one way or the other. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Baltus Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means. That's one way to put it. Sorry to hold you up like this, Dr. Flare.
Oh, not at all. It was you who allowed me to come along for the ride to begin with. Besides, I can tell Adol has no intention of leaving for Celceta as long as something's afoot.
Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adol.
Two moons. What? Kodak, day 2. After breakfast, Dogi and Dr. Flare headed out for their respective workplace. In the meanwhile, Adol decided to wander the village some more until it was time to meet up with the local militia. It's a fortune teller. That makes sense. Oh, Adol. Hang out for a bit? I'm glad I caught you. Front desk received a letter with your name on it. Someone sent me mail? Thought it was a little weird myself. You only wound up here because of the incident on the Adamas. And that was all pure coincidence. Sealed letter is addressed to Adol Kristen. Adol tore the seal open. I'll be waiting at the town beach. Really? All they wrote? No sender list either. You don't suppose it's just a prank? I think I'll go and check it out. You will? Well, don't bite off more than you can chew. Right, if you excuse me, I have an errand that needs doing. The tables could use fresh decorations. I'm off to pick some flowers outside of town. Outside town? Is that safe? Yes, it's right off a well-traveled road, so I'll be okay. You take care too, Adol. Definitely not going to have to rescue her in like 20 minutes. Still a short while before it's time to meet with the commander of the local militia. Now might be a good chance to head for the beach like the letter instructed. Does anyone think the new kid's a little weird? Nah, he's fine. Just rolling around town. Oh, hello. Are you my mystery pen pal?
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain. Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday. So you do know of it. I won't hold back this time. Speed.
She knocked herself back with her kick. You gotta work on your legs, kid.
How'd you get your hands on it? You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much.
Adol laid everything that had happened out for the raid captainess as plainly as he could.
Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man. It is. So explain to me why a louse like you... Blood and thunder. Grieger.
What's a Grieger?
You fought one just yesterday, didn't you? Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again. Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good.
Oh, there's a lot of them now.
Well, aren't we popular?
That moment, Aldo and the girl felt a strange sensation. It was as though they knew exactly how the other was planning to act. Their intentions flowed effortlessly between them, conveying their every move without word.
What was that just now?
Not attacking while in duo mode will place you in the duo guard stance, letting you automatically defend against enemy attacks. Wait, oh, hold right trigger to enter duo mode, during which you can press A to perform joint attacks. Okay. That's kind of cool.
What in hell did you just do to us?
I didn't do anything. See, I pissed him off already. I've been here one day.
I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. So long.
I've still got questions.
And what would I gain by answering them? I'm a Norman, a pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obel.
I was trying to, and you took over the ship I was on. I didn't want to be here. Brother, come on.
Son of a...
You're stuck with me now. Uh-huh. Sucks to suck.
Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time?
That wasn't me either.
Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. Stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
Cuddle and the girl then attempted to use their mana abilities to free themselves. Ultimately, however, the mysterious shackles refused to come off, leaving them at a loss as to what to do next.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. Hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point. Couldn't even begin to guess.
Great.
What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist.
Not much of a choice, is it?
Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta. Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force. Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind. Hey, don't stray too far. You've taken enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about this. Ugh, why me?
Because you don't stop complaining and it's funny. Merciful heavens. It's the pirate princess. Please forgive us, I don't know where her manners are. I'm assuming you get this often? Comes with the territory in the Baltic Sea Force. What happened on the Adamas was nothing compared to what Karnak saw about a year ago. At the time we wound up executing several rival pirates right in front of the townsfolk. They acted like this towards me ever since. But enough of that. Let's hurry over to the command post. My chaperone will get on my case if we're late, and I'd rather not deal with this any longer than I have to. Wonder, does she dash too? Where is she? She just disappears and appears as convenient. Okay, cool. What are you doing down there?
Hey, Princess. Back already? Who's your +1?
Is Gunnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him for you.
Not every day you see the princess bring in someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what?
You know it or not a chance? How much do I like my head being attached to my shoulders?
Wait, for real? Didn't realize you were her type. Actually, now that I think about it, wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
Perfect.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gunnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas.
Karja relayed everything that occurred on the beach to Gunnar.
I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least.
It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until then?
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Karnak.
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
All right already! I get the message.
Adel, was it? My apologies for giving you a fright on the Adamas. I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Baltus Sea Force. I'm recalling you correctly then. Your battles aboard the Adamas were very impressive. No doubt you have many thoughts on the subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free. Good. I appreciate the understanding. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns, Princess. Until then, travel with Adel and mind what he says.
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him anyway?
That you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use of this opportunity. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I expect he will be very accommodating. I had best return to my duties. Take care. I leave the rest to you, Adel.
Get told. Spend the rest of my day in Karnak, eh? I'll admit, it's true I've never had a chance before. Turns out your crew has some good eggs. You referring to Gunnar? Hold on, why does it feel like you're talking down to me all of a sudden? Fire Princess? Forget it. The two of us are moving as one for now. Anything on your agenda? Promise to meet with the local militia. Local militia? What, do you plan on lending them a hand? Did I not? Don't be wrong, I'm not trying to raise a fuss about it. Not that it matters. The way things stand, I gotta come with whether I like it or not. Not only does the pirate princess stick out like a sore thumb, the sight of her frightens the townsfolk out of their wits. Maybe taking Karja straight to the militia's headquarters isn't the best idea. What, you got a problem? Spit it out. Get you some new clothes. What? You daft in the head? What if I bought a few wolves? I barely came out any dirtier for it. Besides, where would you even find a new outfit for me to change into? True enough, it's hard to think of anyone who'd be willing to help out a Norman. At all? Have you already stopped by the militia? Just on my way back from a house call myself. Hey, aren't you that girl from the Adamas? It seemed the two of you are in a pinch. May I ask what the issue is? Adel told Dr. Flair about everything that had happened. Haha, it certainly didn't take long for you to get into the thick of things. That said, I do have someone in mind who might be assistance. Would you mind introducing us? Not at all. In fact, you can come meet her at this very minute if you'd like. Be off at once, shall we? She's right over at the Azrag Clinic. In we go.
So, this is the Azrad Clinic. Some of our crew's been treated here. They do a good job, as far as I can tell.
Who is it? I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Flair. Welcome back. Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been my father checking in with Mr. Evelees.
Now, don't give it another thought. Actually, I stopped by to ask a rather, shall we say, convoluted favor of you, Mirabelle.
Why, of course. What is it? Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing behind you?
Yes, she is the crux of the matter, in fact.
Edel and Dr. Flair gave Maribel a bare-bones rundown of the situation. Then they requested her help with procuring Karja some less conspicuous attire to wear around town.
Well, I can certainly see why that'd be a problem. It just so happens that we've been collecting used clothing as part of our volunteer efforts. There might be something in there that'll fit you, Princess. Is something the matter?
No, it's just... You don't seem to be all that afraid of me.
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick, injured, or otherwise in need. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, a Spaniard, or Norman. And besides, in your case, I would be more than happy to help. Give me just a moment, please. There we are. Alrighty, step right in.
I still don't see the problem with what I'm in now.
This goes on the outside. You just put it on, like so.
Hold it! I am a Norman warrior. How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine. Let's wait and see how things turn out.
You may be right that these clothes aren't as sturdy in comparison, but, odd as it sounds, the right apparel at the right time and place can hold more power than you realize. Much like your mana, in fact.
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your courage and confidence. For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me with pride and peace of mind. The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you, doesn't it, Princess? You've been told to spend the entirety of today here in Karnak. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you the strength to do just that. What one wears during life's biggest moments can serve as a memory in and of itself.
So that's how you people see it. Fine then. One change of clothes won't kill me. Your words won me over. Even if that bit about memories went over my head.
I knew you'd come around.
See? What did I say? Frankly, she may be a great deal more affable than we or the townspeople give her credit for. As for Mirabelle, I hear she has a knack for getting all the children to drink their medicine, no matter how bitter.
Dun, da, da, da!
I like her.
Time has come for the grand reveal. From fearsome pirate princess to cute as a button, I present to you Karja.
More like traveling clothes for sure.
You call this cute? Drafty, more like. Huh. You really think so? Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought it would.
Consider me astounded. You're a miracle worker, Mirabelle.
Someone just donated that? Yeah, okay. This is like a constant Nihon Falcom thing where they just don't voice lines in English for some reason. And I don't know whether that's like a translator thing or it's a Nihon Falcom thing. But I think it's probably they're not voiced in Japanese either. And then they just, because it's not voiced in Japanese, like it would take recoding the game to add the lines. So they just don't do it. That's my thought. And it would also, make the game bigger because you have, like, I think it's kind of a holdover from when they were programming on handheld. Because a lot of their early games are on, like, PSP, PS Vita stuff. So that's kind of what I think, is that, like, they did it to save space at some point in the past, and now it's just kind of a habit. So it's annoying. It bothers me too. Trust me. I just, unfortunately, that's one of those things that you have to kind of suck up to play these games. It's not the worst thing in the world, at least.
Not even I thought it would go this well.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia, isn't it? You should probably be on your way, Adel.
Let's take a look. I mean, it's not exactly less eye-catching. Purple and, like, aquamarine is quite the color combination. Then again, I guess I'm wearing, like, bright red and white, so...
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. But it's not half bad. Don't think that means I'm giddy about it, though. If I catch you leering, you're dead.
But look, my face is pointed
All gathered up like
firmly forward.
Just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
And you're absolutely sure they were dead?
No doubt about it, sir. We dealt the fatal blows ourselves. It all happened so quickly. We looked away for only a second when...
Adel! You showed up just like you said you would. Wait, who's the girl? Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining the militia too?
Huh? Why would I ever do that?
So, no, huh? Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're actually pretty swamped at the moment.
There sure is a crowd.
We've got our whole roster here. Some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside town this morning. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them out for good. But the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them disappeared.
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its next few meals?
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? Sounds kind of far-fetched.
My favorite Pokemon.
The answer is that they were never
Not really.
actually finished off. But I don't know.
Isn't that man...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking along the road. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several civilians to exit onto the highway. Do I have that correct, Commander Gulliver?
That's about the long and short of it, yeah. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this case that doesn't add up.
That's unusually glib coming from you. I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember whose shoulders the blame falls on should the worst occur. Now get moving. There are travelers on that highway who need protecting, our citizens included.
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing.
Hmm?
Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves and keep the roads blocked. But there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us barely gets any time off. And it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our budget!
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most right now. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on deck.
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away, Mayor Clement. We'll report back as soon as we can.
See that you do.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Sorry, Adel. Duty's calling. If you're still interested in signing up, drop by again after things cool down a bit.
Take care out there.
Will do. Catch you later.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Probably not. Don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way.
You don't have a choice. You're coming with me one way or another, kid.
Headed for the Hagen Highway, huh? We can get there by circling back past the clinic. You want to follow him? Then hurry it up.
Off we go. Here I come to save the day. Sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. I'm a JRPG protagonist. On reaching the stone steel... Stell? I'm going to look this up because it's going to come up over and over again. It is steel. Thanks, Oxford Dictionary. Appreciate you, buddy. Upon approaching the stone steel, warm mana settles over Adel. This is a hewn stone. Mana wielders can use them to recover their strength. We should return here for in a pinch. Getting close to a hewn stone will completely restore your HP. Discovered hewn stones and explored areas will be logged in the map, which can be viewed by pressing left.
Let's catch our breath.
Oh, I can talk. How do I get into a field battle? Do I just... Oh, I just begin. All right. So just like pop in, pop out, combat. Just. Oh.
I don't believe it. Every time we knock one down, it just gets back up again.
Commander, what the hell are we dealing with here?
Couldn't tell you, but I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carrion went missing now.
Damn it all!
Adel?
No! You need to fall back! Now! These things can't be...
Want to bet?
No way!
What in the world is going on here? Mana, you say? I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers at their disposal.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use them?
That's ridiculous. You can't expect us to actually believe this.
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adel Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength! Oh, crap. No dice, huh?
Not a speck of shame in this one.
It got warm.
Commander, now that we know the whole story, let's ask Adel and his lady friend to save the townsfolk in our place.
What?
Come off it, Gran. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck, they're practically still kids.
Heck. I don't know why. I love it when anyone says heck.
The mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. We already know we can't take down those wolves ourselves. And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the highway?
Well...
Besides, Commander, Adel here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who wanted to sign up with us.
Is that right?
We'll take care of this.
It's Adel and Karja, right? Hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the townsfolk in our place.
Far above. If you're that set on this, then let's make it quick.
Oh, right. Take this with you. me know if you run out, and I'll top you off. Try not to get too in over your heads. We'll come back you up once we're finished tending to the wounded. Best of luck to you.
Alrighty. Time to be a hero. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's what the difficulty meant. There are no more empty bottles. They just stop existing. Oh, gosh. You have to buy new bottles. During power attacks. Power attacks indicated by red auras can be guarded while in duo mode. Can air combo too.
What's the big idea? Blocking the road. Don't you have any idea how vital today's negotiations are?
I don't think the wolves care, man.
You do realize that they don't understand human speech, right, Dad? Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others managed to get away safely. I can't put my finger on it, but something about these wolves gives me a bad feeling.
Hard to imagine feeling good about a wild animal attack, son. Anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way of our business is evil incarnate from head to toe. Once the militia gets here, I'll have these mutts turned into fur coats and sold for a profit.
I appreciate his bravado.
Who are you two?
Oh, folks from the militia. A bit on the young side, but I won't complain. Whoa!
Incredible. Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So much for those fur coats.
Priorities, Dad?
Shoot, good call. How would you two like a job escorting us to our destination? I'm Romes of Carpent Trading, by the way.
Romes Carpent. You're that big money merchant from Karnak.
Well, what do you say? I can pay double the militia's rates if you get me to my business meeting on time.
That is pretty tempting.
You bet your bottom G it is. Cruz, hurry and draft up a contract.
No can do, Dad.
But why not?
Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about everybody who ran off ahead of us? Are you really so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you just to close a deal? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can have. It was you who taught me that.
Oh, way to go, me. I always did have a way with words.
Well, that settles that. You're free to go help the others. We'll make the sensible choice and return to Karnak. It's nothing special. I'm only doing what any reasonable person would.
Well, obviously I'm gonna go fight everything else. What's over here? Nothing. Oh, plant. Die, plant. I hate nature. Another plant for me to murder. I see another plant for me to murder. Wait, I can't jump over this? Why? Why? Why are you like this?
could be trouble. If the rumors are true, these things are immortal.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cruz, this purple-haired guy, Gran, these are all definitely party members.
The only option is to use one of us as bait. Just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not that cold-blooded. Run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait! I never agreed to anything!
Huh?
Who are you guys? Let us take care of this!
Damn, I do wreck the shit out of those things, huh?
We're saved?
Wow! Way to go, you two. The name's Rafe. This little fella is Ashley. I've heard those things were unkillable. Was it that weird power of yours that did them in? That's what I thought. Except you don't look anything like a Norman. Can't say the same for her, though.
Now's not the time to start picking nits. So, what are you doing out here anyway?
I just came out to pick some wild plants and stuff.
The kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every so often to earn some extra money for food. He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rosa or the priest would have been happy to help if he'd asked them straight up.
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand anybody from town. And that includes you, Rafe. You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days before inviting yourself along.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. Would it kill you to be a little less prickly with me? I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the lighthouse.
Not really. Sometimes she gives me gifts and I return the favor. That's all. I do wonder if Sash is alright, though.
Of course. I'll make sure he gets home safe. We should be fine going back the way you came. Just remember to watch yourselves out there, okay?
Oh, I can. An injured standing still in a safe situation will gradually recover HP. He feels like a bartender. You know what I mean? Kind of a know-it-all. Gets in everybody's business. Die, plant.
Another one. Down that way. You impertinent brutes! Don't you come any closer. Do you even realize who you're dealing with?
Somebody who can't use mana. That's for fucking sure.
The end. Is there no one? Anyone who will save me?
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile him up even more.
My pleas are answered. How sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment you spotted me.
I'm gonna throw her off the cliff. We can make it look like an accident, right?
Excuse me? You got some nerve taking an attitude with the people who bailed you out. You're real gussied up. Doesn't seem like you're from around these parts, though.
Sorry, I just missed this one. My bad.
That's... What concern is that of yours, pray tell? You're right. Being ambushed by those creatures has me all of a dither. Oh, goodness. I truly am a pampered, spoiled thing, aren't I?
Yes, we've established this several times in the last 3 sentences.
What in hell is she mumbling about?
My name is Millette. I am a traveler passing through. Ahem. Forgive my lapse in manners. As it happens, I have a request to make of ones so capable as yourselves. You see,
I am rather eager to continue down this highway to the next town over, but those peculiar wolves litter the path ahead. Might I request that you dispatch them and ensure my safe passage?
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people farther up the road, are you?
Not at all. There were no signs of anyone save for myself.
Would you mind returning to town then?
You're better off calling it quits for now, given the situation. Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be there to protect you.
It would seem there's no insisting otherwise. Very well. I shall do as you suggest.
Well, good. That's the first reasonable thing you've said all day. You've had 7 sentences, and I hated you for 6.5 of them.
Just now. I think it came from over there.
Well, that was where I was going before you yelled at me, Karja.
If so, it'd be a first. That's Sparrow's lighthouse. Any vessel traversing these waters depends on it. I think the man who tends the place is living there with his kid.
Well, probably do something about that then, huh? You can travel instantly to travel points discovered at hewn stones and other locations. Great. Fast travel and heals. Love that.
Get away from there at once! Blast! There's no time to lose. Those girls are in danger! Who are you two?
Stay back. This won't take us long.
Some enemies have a durability meter on top of their HP gauge. Such enemies cannot be damaged until their durability. Okay, so they have an extra. Wahoo.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's place? Oh, never mind that. I could really use your help right now. I should say so. The lighthouse has been overrun by beasts. Not only is my daughter still inside, but Rosalind too. She had merely come by to pick some flowers.
Rosalind? That the girl whose family runs the inn?
Please, save them! I beg of you!
We'll make our way in, but whether they die or survive is up to them. Living is a choice, one those two have to make on their own. How? All I did was state the obvious. Enough talk. We probably want to hurry.
In we go. Must be the living quarters. Doesn't seem like anyone's upstairs. Wager they fled through that door. No time to lose. Oh, it's considered a dungeon. Nice. Well, kinda. An idea just came to me. I want to give it a whirl. Won't take long. Let me your ear for a sec. Press X to switch between controlling Adol and Karja. Each of the two has their own SP gauge. By swapping the controlled character at the right time, you can perform skills in succession. Press X. Yeah, okay.
Something's here. Strong to survive.
Whoa. Gold. I do need money. Nornir's Spindle. The antique obtained earlier, the Nornir Spindle begins to glow. You can now use the mana action Mana String. Press LT when the reticle is displayed to activate Mana String, releasing the thread of mana that lets you swing to faraway footholds. Using Mana String on enemies allows you to close the distance on them in a flash. Get a grappling hook. Well, obviously I want free stuff. Hang on.
Now this I like. Let's keep up the pace. This defense is pretty sturdy. Let me take a crack at it first. Warm up. Switch.
I already figured out which one Crush was. It's the one where she crushes something. Okay. Mana String's pretty fun. Okay. See ya, me, I guess. Oh, whoever's in the back regains health. Okay. So I can just kind of chill. Her walk cycle's a little funny. It's very stompy. So if I just wait here for a minute. It's not fast, but it's free. And you know, I have a hard time arguing with the price of free. I guess that is his full health bar. Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, hey, look.
Can we even make it in time?
There was a free heal right here.
Let's catch our breath.
Everything's going to be fine, Sash. Someone will be here to rescue us any moment now.
It's got balls.
Don't come any closer, you bully! Leave Rosalind alone and pick on someone your own size! Sash! Paddle? Who are you?
Name's Karja. You did good, kid. Now stay back and watch us finish the job.
Okay.
Why does her voice actor sound so familiar? Boss time! New version, a vision of a new skill that draws upon the duo's combined powers, wells up through the shackles. Duo skill Double Smash. Feel that? Okay. B for break. I think we can work with this. Let's give it a shot, Adol. Duo skills. Press Y, X, and B while in duo mode to have Adol and Karja unleash powerful duo skills. SP consumed by duo skills are split evenly among users. Should one of the two have insufficient SP, the skill will still be performed if the other has enough to make up the difference. Okay, that's cool. Got him, boss. I mean, I got the boss. Yeah.
Wow. What in the world? That beast was anything but normal.
Hey!
Daddy!
Sash! Thank the stars! You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, Daddy! I was so scared! Oh, Sash.
We saw how you tackled that thing, Adol. You two were awesome with a capital A! Right, Commander? I told you he knows his stuff.
That he does. Even without that strange power, his swordsmanship goes beyond his years. He and the young lady here were so in sync, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
It's because of you both that Rosalind and my little girl came out unharmed. I can't possibly thank you enough.
The other travelers who were along the highway are fine as well, save for a few minor injuries. Adol, Karja, you've got our gratitude.
Kren!
Rosa, I didn't even realize you left town. It's a good thing you're okay, though. I don't think your folks could take it if something happened to you, too. Oh, right. Me and Rosa here have been friends since we were little, so I owe you for saving her, too. Thanks a million.
Adol, just what were those creatures?
That's something we're still trying to get a handle on ourselves. But let's hold off on it until we get back to Karnak. Might be a good idea to fill the mayor in on the situation and hash things out ASAP.
Fair enough. Ouch. Hurts, does it? Looks like a minor sprain. I want to keep it in place and avoid rigorous activity for about 3 days or so. I understand. Thank you, Dr. Asrad. Man, we sure are lucky to have Dr. Flairtle here to lighten the load. I know it's your hobby, Doc, but would it kill you to tell Miro where you're headed next time you go fishing? I'll consider it. What about the adults? How are they doing? Good beast, just how gullible do you think I am? Say what you will, but multiple people on the highway witnessed the very same thing. That's not enough to convince you, just ask the heroes of the hour here. Matter of fact, we've been getting a slew of peculiar beast reports these past several days. Group this incident up with them and a lot of the pieces start fitting together. Highway is safe again for the moment, courtesy of Adol and Karja here. But even if this case is under control, that doesn't mean we're in the clear. Plan to rise at the crack of dawn tomorrow and look into where these creatures are coming from. Very well, you do that. Adol and Karja, was it? As Mayor of Karnak, allow me to express my gratitude. You've done us a great service. Still, is there no one else aside from them who can deal with these fiends? You are travelers, practically children at that. I'll tell you this much, my men and I don't stand a chance. With the Baltic Sea Forces, Jarl might be a different story. Word is he has some kind of mystical power on hand. Crimson, eh? May place us even further in his debt, but we better meet with the man and inform him of this. Forgive the intrusion, Dr. Azrad. I'll be seeing myself out now. There are quite a few wounded to tend to, so I would appreciate it if you could remain in your clinic for the time being. Sure. Sure thing. Oh, Mayor, remind me to ask him how those Balta boots taste. Now, Gren, don't you start bad-mouthing him again. Sure, the Mayor's struggling with more than we could ever hope to understand. A Pickard's eye, maybe. In any case, it's getting late. Likely won't be the last time we ask for your help, Adol. Expect to hear from us again tomorrow. Roger that, sir. Hold it. Tomorrow's no good. What, you already have other plans? We're the ones asking the favor here, so it goes without saying that we'll work around your schedule. If an emergency does come up, there really isn't anyone else we can turn to. Gren, you take Rosalind and escort her home. I already let Renee and Corinne know about what happened, but you know how they like to worry. You got it, Commander. That will just be taking our leave. If you'll excuse us, Maribel. By all means, have a restful evening. They can't end soon enough. Guess we better be on our way too. Right. Adol, Karja, thank you for everything today. You'll let me return the favor sometime. Free meal wouldn't go against what I am in life, which is usually hungry. Right, ready to head back to the inn? You don't need to go home? Is that a joke, or do you actually forget we're shackled together? Hello over there. Those folks from the lighthouse. It would seem I neglected to introduce myself earlier. I'm Lux. Really? The guy's name is Light? The lighthouse keeper. Timely aid today was truly appreciated. I shudder to think what would have become of us without it. Yeah, thanks, Karja. You chopped that monster up good. That was so cool. Feeling a lot less scared now, huh? Yep. You know, that rock you threw gave us just the opening we needed. Huh? You survived because you made the choice to live. But really, you saved yourself. I just helped out a little, that's all. Oh, okay. The red-haired boy and the blonde girl over there? I hear they rescued Mr. Carpenter and his son. Daring deeds of the town's rumor mill's running at full speed. Were it not for you, the casualties would have surely been greater than they were. For that, you have our gratitude and more. You heading back to the lighthouse? Not yet. Frankly, I'm hesitant to return so soon after all that's transpired. We'll be staying with the Hieroglyph Church until the militia completes their investigation. John. Oh, that's a fucking mood, kid. I suppose we ought to get going before Sash here falls asleep on her feet. Till next we meet. Wow. Had a stroke. Guess that means the lighthouse is staying dark for the night. Anyway, I'd say we earned ourselves a good meal. Let's head back to the inn.
What a long day. Can't wait to chow down back at the inn. Wait, do they even have any empty rooms? Then again, these cuffs will probably... We can worry about that later. Let's focus on getting some grub for now.
Over here, Adel. Guys at the dock say you've been doing a whole lot of moving and shaking. Kinda wish you'd brought me along to lend a fist or two, but hey, no hard feelings. Now get over here and tell me all about it. That explains things. I was wondering why you've been buddying up this whole time. Damn, sounds like a hell of a lot to go through in just one day. I'm starting to realize that Adventure loves you just as much as you love it. Adventure? That's his excuse for dragging me into this? Just say it's more Destiny's doing than his. Those undead beasts are some real food for thought, though. The fact that only you two can take them down for good just makes things trickier. The heck are they, anyhow? Don't you know Karja? Who, me? Couldn't tell you the first thing about them. They're called Grieger among my people, but that's about all I've got. Grieger, wait, back up a sec. Saying the Normans knew about these things the whole time? Only in that every so often we'd come across a peculiar beast that refused to die. Never heard about him just turning up in packs, though. Well, you're gonna be meeting up with Balta's head honcho tomorrow, right? Hopefully he can tell you more about them, not to mention those invisible cuffs you got on. I wouldn't be so sure, knowing the way he is. Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your conversation, but Adel and Karja have a visitor waiting. Oh my god. How do I talk for a living? Oh. What's wrong with me? Have a visitor waiting outside for them. A visitor?
Heyo! Short time no see!
Oh, it's Gren. Yay.
Almost too short.
Aren't we off the hook till tomorrow?
Oh, this hasn't got anything to do with the militia. I know it's a little last minute, but after talking stuff out, we decided to throw you to a welcome party, starting now.
A welcome party? For us?
Don't mind him, Karja. Really, it's more that we want to repay you for everything you did earlier. All of us are around the same age, so we hope to sit you down for a chat and see where it goes.
I'll just come out and say it. Long story short, we want to be friends with you guys.
Friends?
Sounds too good to pass up.
Oh, for the love of... Fine, I'll go. Happy?
You can't not go if I'm going, so...
I promise you won't regret it.
That settles that. We'll lead the way.
Adel and Karja popped into the tavern for a moment to let Dogi know how they would be out for a while. Soon after, they reconvened with Gren and Rosalind, who led them into the night and toward the harbor. Passing through the streets still lined with bustling stalls despite the late hour, the four arrived at a less frequented corner of town.
Didn't this area used to be a shipyard?
Huh. I'm surprised you know about that.
I guess her being, like, the Balta princess would probably not go over well.
Cassandras.
What's the story with this
They
old
say
boat?
She's due to be scrapped, but she's been sitting here as long as I can remember.
Right this way, you two.
What's all this?
I'm glad you asked. Welcome to the secret headquarters of the Karnak Free Youth Brigade.
Of course it has a ridiculous name.
Ugh. Are you really still set on that whole youth brigade thing?
You never change, Gren. By which I mean never learn. Or grow up. Typical Gren the goofball.
Oh yeah? You want to say that again to my fist?
Now, break it up, boys.
Is this any way to act in front of our guests?
Wait, you're... Actually, now that I get a good look, this room's full of familiar faces.
Well, all of us were born and raised here in Karnak, so we grew up alongside each other. This place has been our usual gathering spot ever since we were little.
I'm a bit older than the others, though, so it's been some time since my last visit.
So yeah, we still get together here every now and then.
The two of you wound up our main topic of discussion today after everything that's happened.
No sooner did we consider inviting you over than Gren the goofball here bolted out the door. Sorry for letting him off his leash. I'll bet he's pestered you half to death by now.
Keep calling me a goofball, and I might actually go brain dead. Then what'll you do? No worries there. Your brain's been fried since the minute you came out the womb.
We really are sorry about the trouble. Still, there are a lot of things I'd like to ask you two about. We may be in the same age group, but there's a certain aura of mystique around you.
I couldn't agree more. Would you mind going into detail about that power you used to save us?
I get the sense everyone here is trying to make you feel welcome in their own little way. You're not obliged to humor us, of course, though I suppose you wouldn't have come along at all if you were against it.
Far as I'm concerned, the less they know, the better. I don't mind, though, as long as you cover for me halfway decently.
Well, no need to be shy. Have a seat over here and make yourselves comfortable.
Okay, so don't blow it on the first sentence. The goal. If I have dialogue options, that will be an option, I am sure.
Travel around in search of adventure? Get out of here! That's flippin' awesome!
Now I can see why you were so excited about the story of the Sea King's throne back at the inn.
And everything you know about sword fighting is self-taught? Man, the life you must have led.
And at only 17, too. That makes you the same age as Rafe.
Cruz and I are 16, just 1 year younger.
And Gren here finally got his dream job with the militia after turning 18, right?
Technically, he's still in training on account of all the trouble he stirs up.
That sounds about right. Wouldn't be Gren otherwise.
Ah, cram it. I forget, though. How old are you, Mira?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Might want to walk it back, or your next trip to the clinic might land you in the morgue.
Point taken.
That reminds me, Rafe. How's working away from home been? You got a live-in position at the mines in the countryside, right?
Yeah, I've gotten used to it, more or less. Plus, the pay's decent enough. Anything to help my mom out, you know?
Rafe.
Bet you don't get much free time either, Cruz, now that you're helping the family business. Guessing you gave up your goal of being a shipwright?
I may as well have. That's just the way it goes. It was only ever a childhood fantasy anyway. How are things in the militia, Gren? Commander Gulliver seems pretty put together, at least.
It's fulfilling work, sure, but the commander's got less of a backbone than you would think. And by now, our rock-bottom pay is a joke everybody's in on.
Can't do much about that except complain to your old man.
All that extra money from downsizing the militia staff and budget goes towards the Balta Sea Force's protection fee. It was the mayor who made the choice to take that huge chunk out of your funding.
Hey, Gren, was it? Am I connecting the dots right about your dad here?
Whoops. Did I forget to mention? Sucks to say, but yeah. The guy you talked to at the clinic, Mayor Clement, I'm his son.
Of course.
It's ironic. I joined the militia as a way to stand on my own 2 feet, and my dad still finds a way to give me grief.
Grief is kind of a strong word there, bud.
Sorry. I should know better than that.
All right, you three. You're starting to talk like our regulars over at the tavern.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
We did sound about 3 times older just now.
So, how'd you find yourself in these parts, Adol?
Walk down from up north.
Up north?
Whoa now. You're not about to tell us you're actually a Norman, are you?
He wouldn't have come on foot if that were the case.
I was told you met Dogi and Dr. Flair during your travels.
Yeah? So how does Karja fit into the picture?
Me? Well, I am a Norman. Hell.
Well, I think the Norman people come in all different strokes these days.
That's true. Just look at how amicable Einar is. Besides, Karja had a hand in saving us, so...
Hold that thought. What's got you worked up all of a sudden?
I hear shouting. And that's not all.
Who could that be?
Gren! Gren! Are you in there?
Pops? Is that you?
Keep the door shut and listen to me. Under no circumstances are any of you to leave that room.
What? Why not? Crap. It won't open. Pops? Pops!
What's going on out there?
Sounds like screaming. And cannon fire.
quiet.
Shit! Hey! Answer me, damn you!
Waiting around in here won't do us any good. We gotta see what happened for ourselves.
Damn it, Pops, are you crazy? Saying something, will ya? That's stuck tight. Give me a hand, you guys. Help Gren. Idol and Karja help Gren force the door open. Well...
Can't be. But why?
Shit!
Gren, wait!
Ah, dumbass.
The rest of you should hide.
Just make sure you bring our moron back in one piece, alright?
Helpless to the end, that one. There's no telling who we're up against, Adel. But chances are this is a raid. Let's go check on the command post.
Perching an incapacitated ally and holding X will grant them half of your HP, reviving them. Okay, good to know. Skill mastery? Performing the same skill repeatedly, maxing out power. Some skills have derivations you can learn by gaining mastery and fulfilling. Okay, well, let's take a look. Is there a mastery rating? Assault rate. Mastery 14. Okay, so how much skill? 20. That was 6%. Wow. Okay, this is gonna take a while. If I go... Okay. The command post.
Here too? Gunnar should have left by now. There's not a single lookout to be seen. We heard him screaming earlier, so where'd they get to? There are Grieger all over too. This is starting to feel less and less like your typical raid. Doesn't seem like Ren's in the area either. Let's take our search elsewhere. Ren! Where are you? Answer me! Skeeter! What happened to everyone?
Okay. Before we go too much further, my ads are about to begin, and I'm going to take my break. Refill my water, and use the bathroom, and stretch my legs, which I have to remind myself that I have. In any case, I'll be back in just a few minutes. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I have new pants I'm trying on, so we're gonna see how that goes. And if they're distracting me, then I send them back. That looks kind of like Gran, right? Yep, that's Gran.
Crap! Not these things again!
Glad you're alright.
Oh? What have we here?
Huh?
A woman?
Fall back! It isn't safe!
You found some stragglers, did you? A shame they aren't quite what we're looking for.
What?
They may have fallen short of the mark, but that doesn't mean they can't be put to good use. I do so despise pointless waste, after all. It vexes me to my core.
The hell are you on about?
You there, redhead. Unlike the other inhabitants, you seem rather intriguing. Still, a miss is a miss. You'll simply have to serve me in other ways. Oh?
There's something off about you.
It healed! Doesn't that make her...
A Grieger? In human form? No way to know if they're behind it all, but they damn sure played a part.
Well, aren't we a vexatiously spirited bunch? Perhaps a little roughing up is in order, before I bring you to heel.
I want her sword.
What say I teach you some discipline? Out of my sight. That's quite an...
Oh, I can just pause and use items. Oh, okay, cool.
Enough of that.
I was winning.
Skeeter! This witch.
You two sure you've got this? If only I hadn't run off all half-cocked.
What's this? My wounds aren't healing? Don't tell me you two are the ones he was talking about.
There. Another scar for the road.
This can't be. You lowly human filth.
That's me.
I, Yer the Dorson, am not your canvas. Never have I been so vexed! Wretched girl, don't think yourself more than a blustering mongrel! Come, my minions!
What the hell are these guys?
Grieger! All of them!
Shred her face into a miserable pile of flesh! That wench will know humiliation!
We're on our last legs. Adel!
Ah, yes. The JRPG Deus Ex Machina. The demo just ends there. That would be peak. That'd be hilarious. Do I have time to be here? Hello? No response. Friends nowhere to be found either. In fact, no one seems to be around at all. Head to the top of the hill. Okay. What are you, little cat guinea pig thing? I want it. That thing is very cute. Okay. Guys, I made it to Valhalla. I'm Spider-Man. Breath water. Usually that doesn't work. Revives, restores 25% HP. Oh, it's a shortcut. I can come back up. Not sure why I'd want to or need to. That which is hidden must be found. Could this be? No choice but to leave it alone for now. Well, I have a funny feeling I'm coming back here at some point. Well, I have to use that skill a lot, so... Yeah, 39% mastery. Wonder if that counts. Nope. Apparently I have to hit...
Let's catch our breath.
An old man is plowing a field. Who are you?
Oh? I should be asking the same of you. It's been quite some time since this island had a visitor. Or perhaps I should say that those who come to visit are never quite aware of it. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance at all. Welcome to Viewpoint Isle, the site of my solitary existence for forever and a day now. Long have I been waiting upon this island. So long, in fact, that in time I have forgotten to what end I do so. Even my own name has escaped me. But be that as it may, all I can do now is remain patient. appear to have elsewhere to return. I wish you all the best.
Do I have to put myself in life-threatening situations?
This is no time to be spacing out.
You okay?
Edel senses that at some point, his and Karja's mana had been infused with new strength. Duo mode has been enhanced, unlocking the revenge gauge. Guarding against enemy attack while in RT duo mode will fill the revenge gauge. Holding RT and pressing Y, X, or B will activate a duo skill with the full revenge gauge will enhance the skill's power by the multiplier displayed in the game.
What was that power just now?
Edel gets the feeling that he just had a new encounter in a mysterious place, but he fails to recall anything about it as if his mind is clouded by fog.
Forget it. This is our chance to break through their ranks. Move out!
Right!
No pity, no mercy, no forgiveness. They think this is over. Evie, to me!
Hey, big fella.
I don't care how many limbs you have to tear off. Seize those gutter snipes and drag them back before my feet.
He's talkative, isn't he?
Let's hide out at the old shipyard for now. We can flee town from there.
Yeah, Rosa and them are waiting on us. Holy... What's with that walking mountain?
Another Greeker?
Adel, there's a shortcut to the shipyard over this way.
And like, can I fight it? Run away without getting caught. Okay, no.
Gren, hurry!
The road's blocked! Let's break through! The hell's that musclehead's problem?
Keep running or die wondering!
Now it's barrels?
I'm glad these aren't quick time events, really.
This way! The bridge!
Mana string across!
Whee! Oh, hey, bud.
We'll have to fight our way past! Let's tackle it together!
How's this? How's this?
Oh, goodness.
Down this way!
We'll slide to the bottom!
A fallen tree? Grapple over it!
I'm full-on action hero.
Stop!
They're already here? Then where did everyone else go? Shh!
turn up. Nah, not a soul left to be found.
Am I crazy, or are those things talking?
These humanoid Grieger might be a nastier threat than we realized.
Those brats from earlier must have been the only ones hiding out then. Oh yeah? And where are they now? I brought them along with. All humans are to be presented to Lady Yurth.
They were captured? Stay calm? Our friends are in danger and you want me to stay calm? Screw that! I'll save them alone if I have to!
There we go.
What can you possibly do?
Son of fuck!
Adding fuel to the fire will just make everyone burn. We're out of escape routes. Don't have the strength left to trade blows with that lunk. So instead, I'll hack off my hand and act as a decoy. That way, only one of us has to go down. You proposing we get out on that ship? It's practically falling apart. But we got nothing to lose trying.
There's still the question of what happened to Dogi and Dr. Flare. Worrisome as it is, though, escape's the only option right now.
Alright, we're shoving off!
Well, it's a good thing this boat floats.
We made it to open waters. Let's try and meet up with the Balta Sea Force for now. Goes to show how off the wall this is. The lighthouse has gone dark, so the Sea Force should realize something's arrived before long. Just our luck this had happened while Grimson's away. I'm still in rough shape. Come here. I'll teach you the basics of handling a ship. A short break will do me some good anyway. Mind taking the wheel for me?
Alright. I learned how to boat. Pick that up faster than I expected. Before I forget, take this. Map of Obelia Gulf. Always know where you're headed and don't go straying off course.
They're not coming after us. We were right to escape by boat. Set our heading west-southwest. First step is to meet up with the Balta Sea Force. How about that? You're a regular coxswain already. Guess I can leave things be a while without you running us aground. I should have some of my strength back after resting up a bit. The helm's all yours in the meantime.
Well, how far can she go with the... Is she gonna get halfway down the stairs and gonna get pulled back up? Balta Island. We finally have boat. We have achieved boatness. Oh, but it do be a slow roll, my dude.
I'd place us around halfway between Karnak and Balta Island right now. Seems you're starting to get a feel for steering.
Learn from the best.
About those humanoid Grieger, by the way. I I'd never even known they existed. They won't get the best of me next time. The bestial kind's been showing up here and there in Obelia Gulf for a long time now. Me and Grimson, my old man, have been wiping him out with no one else the wiser. Some are in on it, others aren't. And I think Grimson's been making some kind of investigation into the Grieger too. But he still won't tell me a damn thing. Other than that I should look into him myself if I'm so curious. Or that carving one's path through the waters is the Norman way of life. Haven't heard so much as a scrap about it. Apparently, I started being able to use mana at around 10 years old. Ever since, I've been tasked with culling the Grieger herd without ever knowing why. I always assumed an explanation would follow once I became a full-fledged warrior. So, with that as my guiding thought, I worked as hard as I could, and, well...
The haze clouding Karja's heart courses palpably through the handcuffs. That is a very JRPG sentence.
In what way are we anything alike?
Do nothing of the sea in my mouth.
What? And now you're just playing me for a sap. How could anybody be oblivious to the whole damn... Wait, is that what ends up happening when you're born and raised in the mountains? So, there's folks out there who know nothing about the ocean. And I knew nothing of them.
That's the reason I started adventuring.
That right. So the reason you set off was to learn more about the ocean? I wonder, is there more I'd like to find out too? About myself, maybe?
That for?
Huh? Not sure. Something about you just raises my hackles. Why'd it take me this long to... Something the matter? Those ships.
Got a telescope.
It's the Grieger. No two ways about it.
Those things have ships?
Not just one either. It's a whole miniature armada.
It's just called a fleet.
You've got us in firing range. We're too short on manpower to fight our way out. One extra pair of hands on deck would at least give us a chance.
Look no further then.
Hey, Gran. Morning.
You mean about Karja? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so my head's kind of a mess right now. Let's just focus on what's in front of us. I don't want to go making another bonehead mistake.
What can you do?
I took artillery training as part of my drills in the militia.
Cannon duty it is.
Sure thing. I'll give it my best shot.
All right, Adel. Prepare for naval combat.
Crazy Ivan the boat. Well, let's see, you can use A to use standard projectiles, weaken power but can slow down enemy ships, and EX armament, short range but powerful to attack. Sandras's HP, displayed in the bottom right, depletes when hit by enemy ships. Skillfully steer yourself out of attacks and close in on foes before unleashing your EX armament. Okay. Oh, they are really short range. These boats are very maneuverable. Yay! I turned them into flotsam. Oh, they've got a capital ship too.
Reinforcements?
Shit! There's no end to 'em.
They're out to ram us!
Who the heck?
It's them!
Right then, full speed ahead.
Send a message to all vessels. Maintain spindle formation and crowd sails. From there, proceed as planned.
Aye, sir.
Balta Sea Force, close in and prepare to board. For hard! For hard!
Whoa. Talk about swashbuckling. There's not a trace of fear on any of them.
Aye. We wouldn't have the right to call ourselves Normans otherwise.
Still, they're against the undead. It's a losing battle.
Not for him.
Moment of truth. Let's get this over with.
Fight well, Jarl Grimson.
I won't be long. A pleasant evening to ya. Too bad. It's the last you'll ever get.
Well, he's a bit strong. I mean, they've been hyping him up. So.
How'd one guy do all that by himself? Wait, is he who I think he is?
Grimson Balta. My old man, and the Jarl of the Balta Sea Force. It's not just mana either. He triggered what we call a berserker state.
What now?
On top of wielding mana, he can go berserk whenever he pleases. It's a form of combat that only develops in a select few, turning their heightened emotions into raw power. The user gains monumental strength at the cost of their senses, causing them to fight till their stamina runs dry. But from what I'm told, Grimson's got the power to bend it to his will.
Well, that's convenient.
Excellently done, my Jarl. The enemy force is on a reciprocal course. In retreat, most likely. Shall we give chase?
Pass. Those whore sons are like a lizard's tail, the way they always come back. I ain't letting you put my nose to the grindstone all willy-nilly.
Be that as it may, do you suppose they were intending to turn Karnak into their stronghold?
Far from it. They were only there to mount a search. Still, to think those Grieger would cobble together a whole damn fleet of their own. Guess that means the time's finally arrived.
Hey! That ship's closing in on us!
The Norgist, flagship of the Balta Sea Force.
Hey, friends.
Princess, I am relieved to see you unharmed.
Same to you, Gunnar.
Not once did I expect such an ordeal to befall Karnak. You would have avoided it entirely had I not insisted you remain there. My deepest apologies.
It's fine.
We'll be sending a scouting party to the town at once. Though you must be exhausted, we would have you recount the events to us later.
Got it.
Hoy there, Karja. Really went through the grinder today, huh?
Grimson.
What's with the getup? You suddenly develop an eye for fashion?
Bite your tongue!
I suppose that's neither here nor there. Not with everything going to hell in a handbasket. That boy over there, the mana user? Likewise. I've heard bits and pieces about what you've been through. Probably has your mind swimming in questions. I've only got one thing to say, though. You, lad, are gonna be helping us out. Can't have enough mana wielders in these trying times, am I right?
Crimson.
Hey! Hold on a second! Those goons kidnapped the entire population of Karnak!
They what?
We didn't realize it had come to that point.
Protecting the town was part of the deal my pops made with you, wasn't it? So go save them! If you don't, who will?
Oh yeah, you're Clement's boy, ain't ya? Let me offer a little reminder. We Normans ain't defenders of justice. We're lawless brigands.
Well, fat lot of good you are. Chapter 1, end. Wonder if that's going to be where the demo ends. Nope. I have no idea how long this demo's supposed to be, so we're going to figure it out.
It's in sight. The headquarters of the Balta Sea Force. And our home, Balta Island.
Whoa.
It needs to be. It's also the main port for our warships.
Man, what's gonna happen now?
I don't have a clue myself. But based on what Grimson said, you might be the one holding the key to all of this, Adel.
Let me offer a little reminder. We Normans ain't defenders of justice. We're lawless brigands. We honor our contracts, but we do it our way. You there, Red. Where'd you say you came from?
Hey, kid, stop screwing around. Ain't Asteria that Devil's Island place? Not even we could get past the storm wall around it.
Heard an odd rumor the day before yesterday up in Promalock. Seems some red-headed kid from the north was able to get rid of the storm wall.
Huh?
Well, would you look at that mane? Way I hear it, hair that color you only find in the northern European mountains. Gunnar, what do you make of this?
Surely it can't be. Then again, given what happened back in Karnak...
Things are starting to get real interesting. It's clear to me that you're a pluckier lad than you look, Red. For now, I don't care whether the rumors about you are true or not. You keep to our stern till we're back at the island. And you're staying here with him, Karja.
Shouldn't we take him into custody?
He ain't going anywhere, right?
Kept at arm's length, huh? Huh? I guess, yeah. Anyway, we're about to enter port.
Ooh, crunchy. Guild Brethren.
Are those stakes coming out of the ocean?
They're barricades to keep attacking enemy ships away. There are a lot of watchfires burning tonight. We've got more lookouts stationed than usual. No, I don't think so. Everyone's probably just on high alert after realizing something went wrong in Karnak. More importantly, you two, get ready to dock.
Who are you? Identify yourselves!
And what's with the beat-up old boat? You prisoners of war or something?
It's me, Karja, Grimson's daughter.
Karja. Princess?
Why are you dressed like that? And why'd you sail in on this junker?
A lot happened in Karnak, and these two are with me. I need to report in about him ASAP.
One of them is Mayor Clement's son. I'll look after him from here.
War Chief Gunnar! Welcome back!
Are those Grimson's orders?
Yes. Our contract states that in the event of an emergency, we are to protect the mayor's family. Gren, was it? Would you come with me?
Like I've even got a choice.
This is for your own safety. Adol, please don't worry about him. As for where you'll stay, Adol,
Miss Karja! Hey, Easer. Came to welcome me back?
it seems everyone's gotten word of our return.
Yes, I'm glad you're all safe. You must be Adol. Is that right? My name is Isa. I am a servant to the Bolter family. You'll be staying at the Bolter family lodge this evening, Adol. Please allow me to escort you there.
It seems I can leave the rest to you. With that, Princess, I take my leave. The Jarl will explain what comes next in due time, I'm sure.
Got it.
Now then, follow me, Gran.
Well, Adol, be seeing
Hmm.
Shall we be on our way as well, Miss Karja?
Yeah, let's go.
Are you hurt, Miss Karja? Or perhaps you feel unwell from inhaling too much smoke?
I'm fine. Always the worry ward, aren't you?
It's been one unprecedented circumstance after another recently. Adol's case included. I'm just so glad to see you're all right.
Yeah.
These magical blue walls are so weird. Roman architecture new to you? Buildings are characterized by their long rectangular shape and relative lack of windows. A bit surprised myself when I first arrived. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. Oh, you're brimming with curiosity. It's a bit too dark to view them properly, but I'm sure you'll have time to get a better look tomorrow. Good to finally be back. I thought this day would never end. How's everyone here holding up? Already been informed that Karnak was attacked. Most of the residents are settling down for the night by now. I'm told they'll all be preparing for battle starting tomorrow. Okay then, sounds like things are about to heat up for the first time in a while. Alta Lodge is located at the center of the settlement, Adol. Quite large, you can't miss it. Shall we be off? Yeah, sure. Go.
Beyond those walls is the residential area. The mayor's son will be spending the night there.
The guy looked dead on his feet. But I guess I can't blame him. Our lodge is over there. About time we rest for the day ourselves.
In we go! This is one huge room. It was built to be extra spacious, so we hold assemblies in here. Roman dwellings are designed with these central chambers, which often include a hearth. It's important for cooking meals and as a place for the family can gather for warmth. Romans are, after all, from a cold region. Heating has always been important to them. By the way, any idea where Grimson's supposed to be home? With all that's happened, I'm sure he's still caught up with war councils. You two must be tired. Please feel free to retire before he gets back. Miss Karja, you all said to have Adol use the room next to yours. Well, if Grimson's okay with it, then it's fine by me. Very well. You'll be in the one on the right, Adol. You can rest in there. For now, let's get some sleep and figure stuff out tomorrow. I'm beat. I have some cleaning to attend to, so please excuse me. Thanks for taking care of this, Easer. Desert. You know how busy you've been. Please don't mention it. It's my duty, after all. Oh man. Apparently I'm beat too.
All right, let's turn in already. See you tomorrow.
Unsurprisingly, the day's physical and mental fatigue is hitting all at once, and intense drowsiness begins settling in.
Ow! Hurry up and get over here, damn it! Now, listen up! Nothing pisses me off more than something coming between me and a good night's sleep. Don't care. Just sleep over there. We have to bunk together like sardines during most sea voyages anyway. You're the type who can bed down wherever, right?
Used to it by now. Sound of Karja's steady breathing fills the air. It seems she's already fallen asleep. That the curtain finally closes on a very eventful day. Ultimately, the whereabouts of Dogi and Dr. Flare remain a total mystery. The residents of Karnak, who had shown so much kindness, were taken away by the Grieger. All that can be done for the moment, however, is to sleep. Finally letting his exhaustion overtake him, Adol quickly falls into a deep slumber. Oh, not even a blanket? Madman. Then walking on the bed?
Shut your mouth and screw off.
Seems Karja needs another 5 minutes or so. Waking her now would probably be a very bad idea. Best to be quiet for the time. Okay, go this way. I can't go far, though. I will literally yank her out of bed. That would actually be very funny. Surprised I managed to get this far.
Brew. Morning. Sleep well? You talking about this room or Karja's? As far as this one goes, I doubt the owner will be all that upset with you. She's been dead a long time anyway, so... More importantly, let's eat breakfast. After that, we'll conduct a thing. I want you there for it, Adol.
We're conducting a capital T thing. Things are what we call community meetings. They're where we come together to make important decisions. That is a thing. Indeed, when and where to mount expeditions would be the obvious example. Issues such as criminal sentences or disputes between residents are also settled during a thing. Of course, the person who leads the thing is the head of the Balta Sea Force, Yarl Grimson Balta. Then his wife doing okay, Granny Freda? How's her new arrival holding up? Very well, thank you for becoming the newborn's godfather. In fact, I'd say the little one's doing almost too well. His poor mother's already being run ragged. Hey now, no giving that poor daughter-in-law of yours a hard time. Be sure to help her out when you can. I don't think you can start giving me advice, Burger Nose Grimmy. Burger Nose Grimmy. Ah, that really takes me back. Burger Nose, the Jarl? Little Grimmy's come a long way. Reminds me, Horik. Because that lover spat with your wife we discussed last week. You make up yet? I apologize, but she doesn't seem like she wants to come back. Well, don't just wait around for her. You gotta go and win her back directly. Gift her parents a pig when you head over to seal the deal. So I got no choice. Yeesh, clearly someone left behind all their macho bravado on the battlefield. Right then, brothers and sisters, on to the main reason for bringing us all together. I'm sure many have already heard, Karnak was hit by a raid last. Aside from the mayor's son over there, all the townsfolk were taken. Goes without saying that Karnak falls under our turf. This little raid is as good as a direct attack on us. In that case, we gotta hit back, show them what happens when they mess with us. Otherwise, they think they can just do whatever they want. Or Grimson, put me in the fray too. Before you youngsters get any more riled up, just who are we up against? Takes a gutsy sort to pick a fight with us. Say they nabbed the townsfolk? Does that mean their other Normans come down from Britai? They're not Normans. Nor not Romans or Spaniards either. Ones who attacked Karnak were Grieger. What? Grieger, you mean? Beasts that can only be beaten with mana? I've never actually seen one. These particular Grieger ain't quite the same as the others so far. They're like humans, complete with an organized army and a fleet of warships. Launched a counteroffensive on them last night myself. Human like Grieger? Since when do they have warships? Now what's up with that? Still don't know what they're after, just how strong their forces number. But we do have a confirmation on a female Grieger, one of their leaders by the looks of it. The enemy's got smarts and strategy. They can't be killed by normal means. How do we even contend against such a... Face the lot in person, right, Gunnar? The rest of us can take the fight out of them by striking at vital points such as their heads. But the only ones who can land a killing blow are those who can use mana, the Jarl and the Princess. Therefore, the key will be figuring out how to best utilize the Jarl and Princess power. Took the words right out of my mouth. Hylia? The name? Matter of fact, I'd like to add to our mana-wielding ranks. Huh? Now, Grimmy, you do understand that mana is a gift from the gods, don't you? If it was the kind of thing you could just hand out to everyone, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. That brings us to our next topic. Adel, step forward. Yes, just who is that stripling supposed to be anyhow? Let me introduce him. Here's Adel Kristen. He ain't from around here, but just the other day he gained the power of mana and used it to survive the raid on Karnak. Now he and my daughter Karja are acting together. Huh? Or above. An outsider who can use mana? Now none of you are about to let these Grieger psych you out, but having mana users on our side is going to be the clincher here. That's why I'd like to invite Adel to join us as Karja's shield brother. That way he can help us fend this Grieger menace off. Huh? Never even heard of an outsider wielding mana before. I have no objections. If this boy has been blessed by mana, then it can only mean he has been chosen by Har. We sure about this, though? He's not even a full adult. You'd say the same about the princess, couldn't you? Or what, you planning to go kill all the Grieger in their place, tough guy? I mean, I would if I could. What's a shield brother? Normans generally operate in twos on the battlefield. Such pairs are dubbed shield brethren, in the sense that each has the other's back. Now wait just a minute, Grimson. Where's this coming from? I haven't heard a word about it. What do you mean? I told you right now. Well, fine. Let's take a second opinion. Got better ideas on how to handle things? Huh. I mean, it's true there's more mana users we have, the better. True, I'm not as good a fighter as you on my own. How about you, Adal? What are you thinking? I think this works out well for us. How do you figure? Sorry to say, I won't be much help when it comes to your little cuffs problem. Never seen or heard anything about mana being used like that before. Means you two will just have to find a way to deal with it somehow. By becoming shield brethren and looking into it on our own, you mean? You honestly don't know anything about this? You can believe me or not. In any event, it's high time you started thinking and acting for yourself. Or do you plan on staying your little princess your whole life?
I wonder, is there more I'd like to find out too? About myself, maybe?
Fine then. There you have it, brothers and sisters. Both of them agree to the plan. Edward, just when did this meeting turn into a family drama session? Being said, us Normans working shoulder to shoulder with outsiders isn't unheard of. Days gone by, any strapping young man would get pulled into the expedition, no matter his origin or creed. Oh, Granny sure knows her stuff. Sounds like it's settled. Adel is a shield brother candidate. Candidate? Yeah, the rules are a little different when it comes to outsiders becoming shield brethren. Right you are. Decision like that can't be made by a thing alone. Ezra, give him the bangle. As you wish. Here you are, Adel. A rune bangle. Cool. Bangle with peculiar powers. Ancient runes are engraved in it. Now that you got it, you and Karja head over to Lecto Island. There. Someone else will give you the nitty-gritty later. Basically, you'll need to prove to Karja that you got the strength and courage worthy enough for her to entrust her life to you. Rite of brotherhood. Heard it's brutal, lethal even. Fairly rare that we have cause to do it these days, though. Some rituals like this can be pretty damn pointless. In this case, I'd say it's necessary. Hey, Philia. Sir. You'd be a good pick to oversee this. Go with them and give them the rundown, would you? Understood. Alright then, brothers and sisters. With that, today's thing is adjourned. I'll be having us all reconvene once the rite's complete. Thanks for coming. Very civilized. Pirate princess attire, pirate princess no helmet.
I'm Philia of the Balta Sea Force. Nice to meet you, Adel.
Used to be working with you.
Same here. So, despite the big fancy name, the rite of brotherhood is actually pretty simple. First, we take a boat to Lecto Island. There, you and the princess will disembark.
I've got to go too?
Well, of course you do, princess. This whole thing is about you two becoming partners. The rite is performed in pairs by tradition. Even if that weren't the case, those cuffs of yours would drag you along anyway.
Ah, right.
Once ashore, head to the deepest reaches of the island. Then wear the bangle and touch the stone monument you find there. Whatever happens after that, you report to me and boom, rite's over.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, all there is to it. Aside from the wild beasts and other dangers that populate Lecto Island, of course. You'll also need to get a boat and make all the preparations yourself.
I see. So this is just like when we go out on expeditions.
That's right. Any necessities you've got to provide for yourself. So whether it's a boat, equipment, or supplies, you'll have to buy or borrow anything you need.
No way we could afford to buy our own boat. But we've got the Sandras, so there's no need to rent one either.
True. That said, it's pretty decrepit. Could probably use some repairs, I'd say. And by the looks of it, you may want to get your sword and gear up to snuff too.
You're not wrong, but we're not exactly rolling in money.
That's how everyone starts out. Why not talk to people around the settlement? Those who see promise in you will be sure to help you out. Building trust is the core of this rite, not just between you two, but with the others as well.
Makes sense.
And that should do it for the explanation. I'll be waiting by the docks. Once you've got everything in order, come see me. Glad to hear it. But be sure not to rush. You'll need to do a thorough job. All right, see you later.
Okay, so ads are about to start, and I really have to use the bathroom, so
Let's
give
go
me
around the
like
settlement and
1
see
minute.
if we can find people to help us.
Okay. Alright. I no longer have things distracting me. Let's go around the settlement and see if we can find people to help
We
us.
should start with those who are at the thing, since they already know what's going on. After them, it'd be good to check in with the blacksmith and the shipwright.
Alright. Roam the island and prepare. Everyone's tied up with the barley harvest. Now we've got the threat of war on the horizon too. A lot to deal with at once. Still, this is pretty much business as usual. I've heard that originally we Normans kept fields just like these back when we lived up north. Honestly, sometimes I think this is closer to our true selves as a people. Anyway, much as I don't like bugging people while they work, we need to find someone who will help us. Hey, ahoy there, princess. Figured you're all here to start stockpiling provisions. With battle on the horizon, it's looking like the menfolk are gonna be busy. The rest of us have to do everything we can on our end, too. Trying my best to pitch in, too, princess. Yeah, sounds like an awful lot of heavy lifting. Just take care not to hurt yourself. Gonna help out a whole bunch, then one day I can fight by your side in battle. That right. Now that you said so, I can't just turn a blind eye. Settles it. Let me get a hand in this myself. What are you saying, dear? You have your own business to see to, remember? Supposed to be the princess's new shield brother, right, mister? Good luck on the right. Adol, was it? Just hoping you become a worthy shield brother to the princess. Wasn't too sure you'd measure up, but that look in your eyes gives me second thoughts. You and the princess just might be a match for each other. Isn't much, but go ahead and take this. Can't accept this. Hey, don't just turn him down. We all pitched in for it ourselves. Please put it towards your mission funds. Normans make a point of helping our allies out. There's no need to hold back. You're able to use mana, is that right? This means we'll be able to get in your good books early on, and it's money well spent. Don't worry about paying us back either. Instead, when you see someone in need, just do a good turn for them, just like we did for you. The way life works around. Couldn't have put it better myself. Besides, we need this for our ship and equipment, right? Okay. Bit on the early side, but we're gonna have to get this harvested today. Hey, hand me that sickle over there. Fine with me and all, but really aren't enough hands for the job. Both of us need to be back on the Sea Force duty by tomorrow. Oh, princess, and that red-headed guy. Remember me? I was one of the guards at the outpost in Karnak. How could I ever forget? Gotta say, man, I'm impressed. Who'd have thought you were a mana wielder? What's the holdup? Sun's gonna set before you cut a single bushel. Right, you were at the thing earlier. I think you're able to use mana. It's really something else. Pleasure to meet you. Likewise, best of luck in becoming our princess's shield brother. But anyway, did you stop by to take a look at our fields? Long ago, we Normans spent peaceful days plowing soil and rearing sheep in our northern homeland. We were driven out after an unnatural stretch of unrelenting cold. The dire winter made the area unlivable. Wherever we went, we were persecuted by the locals, so we eventually took up pillaging in order to stay alive. After that, the Normans split up into a bunch of smaller groups. Leader of one conquered part of Bretagne and crowned himself king. I hear another one founded northeastern country of Denmark. Boy, this game, in its names. As for us, well, we like this way of life. Not much, but here. Hey, Farmers are pulled this together. They wanted you to use it as funding. No need to feel bad about taking it. Think of it as our investment in Balta's island safety. We're counting on you, Princess. Thanks, guys. This won't go to waste. We'll spend it wisely. Won't be enough by itself, but it should cover some of your ship and equipment costs. Okay. Done over here. Whee! Can I get a new sword for free? Andy. Hey, Holger. Princess, good to see you. You're Adol, yeah? Pleased to meet you. Ain't we polite? Right back at you. I caught what happened at the thing. Congrats on finally getting yourself a shield, brother, princess. Outsider who can use mana, no less. Didn't see that coming. Well, it's not decided just yet. We still haven't finished the rite. True enough. Have to see how that goes first. You here to check out some gear? Right. Can't afford anything top shelf, but a look at what you have, it'd be nice. If we going up against those human like Grieger, yeah? If that all here really can use mana, then you've got my support. Even throwing a little discount, so go ahead and take your time browsing my stock. Okay, you can change what Otto and Karja have equipped by selecting equipment from the main menu. Strength, break, defense, vitality, luck, damage infliction, damage mitigation, crit rate, normal attack evasion, SP cost discount. Okay, pretty standard.
Looking
Chop.
for some weapon?
Ooh, a Francisca.
May it serve you well. May it serve you well. May it serve you well. Real quality stuff, huh? Anything else? I'll be...
Alright, we bought everything. That's me at every shop in a JRPG. Just buy all the things.
You won't be able to see Karnak from here. Hard not to wonder what happened to all of them.
Hey man, can you teach me how to fish? I want to fish so badly. Please. All I want in my JRPGs is fish. I caught. Figured that was you, Hugo. Did you do something? Maybe? Nothing doing. Ravens are the loyal emissaries of the Allfather Har. Through their eyes that Har watches over the events of this world. Well, look at that. Hugo's made a perch of your shoulder. Usually a real troublemaker. Just about everyone's been pestered by him at one point or another. He's definitely still making trouble. Come on, he stopped pecking you, didn't he? Besides, it's a good omen, no doubt. Say if you take a raven along on a sea voyage, it'll point you to dry land. Okay, I just have a raven now. Thick. That's definitely my aesthetic. More used to long ships, but I guess this will have to do. Brand new ship would cost a lot of money. Money we don't have. Not like there'll be a Balta ship free for us to borrow right now either. Is that you, princess? Olvar. So you're the famous man of sling and shield brother candidate, huh? Mighty odd to say that about someone who ain't even a follower of Har. That said, it's plain to me that you've got an aura of luck about you. Nice to meet you. Huh. Name's Olvar. I'm the shipwright around here. So, Olvar, what'd you take on this boat? Finish giving her a once-over. Stan she'll be drinking brine before we're even halfway to Lecto Island. Glub glub and all that. This thing really is a wreck. Not entirely. Bit of sweat, spit, and tar, and she'll be fit to sail. That said, getting her truly seaworthy again will take bit more time and money, both. We don't have that much of either right now. In that case, I got an idea. Can patch her up just enough for one day for a round trip to Lecto and back. If you want to keep us using the gal after that, I can spruce her up real gradual like for you. Real? That said, even the princess needs to pay her dues. Part of the right too, or so Grimson says. Yeah, I get you. Right then, at all. Between the supplies and my labor, it's going to come out to 1,000 G. Short on funds, go and find someone willing to spot you. Gotta be able to gain people's confidence, else you wouldn't have a chance in hell as a shield brethren. I think I have 1,000. Yeah, sure. And sign me up, brother. Oh, judging by the looks on your faces, you managed to round up some money. You did. Now you gotta fix up the ship as promised. What I'm here for. You want me to get straight to work patching her up or what? Yeah, start right away. Now you're talking. This much coin will be enough to for me to get her to the bare minimum of seaworthy. As a bonus, we went ahead and grabbed some leftover scrap material from the shipyard. Your options will be limited, but let me know what parts are similar, in particular, you'd like me to shore up. that really okay? Call it a congratulatory gift for an old friend's daughter if you like. I wager Grimson won't have any complaints about it. Olvar, thanks. Now then, which direction do you want to take this little overhaul? Personally recommend upgrading speed, but you're free to tackle it however you want from here. Yeah, let's upgrade the speed. Sandra's speed is leveled up. The Sandra's handling is leveled up. New sails and everything. Oh, and a new paint job. Do it. Oh, girl's looking a mite better now, but at the end of the day, she's still a mess. Shouldn't be any problems making it to Lecto Island and back, but be mindful to avoid any danger zones at sea. Yeah. Very much. Don't mention it. Only doing what I do best. By the way, Karja. What now? Nothing really. Just don't muss this up, you hear? As if I ever would. Anyhow, that takes care of our ship and equipment. All that's left to do is check in with Philia and head out. I hope, like, I'm probably gonna buy this game because it comes out in a few days and stream it, but I hope I don't have to do all of this again. I hope it keeps my progress. Well, looks like you're all prepped and ready. I see you picked up a friend along the way too. What's next? Ready to get this right going? Let's go. Head over to your boat. Time to start the Rite of Brotherhood. This is taking me 3 hours so far. These two will be helping us out aboard the Sandras. Keep in mind though, as part of the rite, only you two are allowed to navigate the ship. Once we get to Lecto, you'll be the ones who will be disembarking. What will you be doing, Philia? I'll stay back and guard the ship while you're on the island. My role in the rite is just to watch over you. I won't be able to help in the slightest. Makes sense. Glad you get it. Oh, one more note. This is something the Jarl wanted me to stress. Crimson, what is it? No matter what happens, the rite must continue. Stop the rite for any reason whatsoever, you fail. Really loading on the pressure, but fine, I get it. Great. In that case, shall we finally head out?
We're off at last. And with that, good luck with the rest.
You're being awful casual about this. Do you even want to be here?
Of course. This is your time to shine, Princess. And I intend to see you through it as best I can.
Well, we don't plan on slacking off either. Let's get this done, Adel.
Boat.
Pretty rare find, no?
What is it, Hugel? You seem restless. Maybe we should check around, just in case.
Off the bow. What is it? Those are Grieger ships, no doubt about it. It's a Raven. Everything's Nordic, so Raven. Wait, this close to Balta Island? Enemy ships changing course. Looks like they spotted us. Fight it out. Good decision. No matter what, the rite must continue. This is an emergency and you're short of full crew, so we'll help man the cannons. Adel, Princess, prove that you can get us through this in one piece. Full broadside.
Hello there.
Hello there, Brahm. Fire everything! All the enemy ships confirmed destroyed. Nice work, you two. Can't believe the Grieger already sailed into these waters. Gotta wonder if Grimson saw this coming. Guess I can't put it past him entirely. Either way, the situation might be a little more serious than I expected. It's good, it's good. Trying out this East X Nordics demo. The game comes out in a few days. It's pretty fun so far. And it's made by the same people who did all the Trails games, which I've played all of on stream. Right needs to continue no matter what, yeah? That's right. Let's continue on to Lecto Island. Home is yours, Adel. And we were on our way. Now use the action menu. Enjoy conversations with your companions via the action menu. You control the ship during these conversations and revisit parts you missed. Okay, well, let's get a move on and then action menu.
Wonder what it'll be like to have a shield brother. Hard for me to imagine, really.
You have been going solo during expeditions for a while now.
Oops. Ecto Island, it's been a while. Adel Hulk, course. Can't be Grieger again, can it? Can be, and it is. Grieger's ship anchored inside the island's bay. Okay, UT, we've reached Lecto Island. Situation's far from normal, but I still can't give you any kind of direction or help. Two of you need to plan out what you want to do and then act on that decision. That's how it is. Let's take the ship by surprise. Just one ship, I'm sure we could stage an ambush and sink it, but there's a good chance the Grieger have already landed. If they notice something screwy and call for backup, we'd be in serious trouble. Better we find a different spot to drop anchor and go ashore quietly. Aw, you're no fun.
What's up, princess? You're looking a little sulky. Something on your mind for once?
You say that like I've got air between my ears. None of this sits right with me is all. Feels like every last part of it's playing right into Grimson's master plan. Take this right. He just set it up without a word in advance, and off we went.
A new island. Maybe we can go ashore.
That's kind of the whole thing. Like, we're going to this island. That was our whole point. Oh, you dipshit. Disembark. Yes.
All right, let's disembark.
This should be the exact opposite side of the island from where the enemy ship was anchored.
Using a rowboat to go ashore, huh? Good choice. This way it'll be harder for the enemy to find you. Perfect for a bit of recon.
There's also the reefs to worry about. The Sandras may not be able to safely make it all the way to the coast here.
Before you leave, let me go over the right just one last time. In the innermost reaches of Lecto Island lies a sizable cave. Seek out the stone monument deep within, then touch it while wearing the rune bangle. Once that's done, come back here and report whatever went down to me.
Got it.
Great, let's get this rolling then. Oh, mighty Har, Lord of Walhalla, he who gathers the souls of the
keeps getting worse every time.
Karja Balta and Adel Kristen stand before you today. Under your watchful eye, these two hereby undergo the rite of Shield Brotherhood. Good luck, you two. Now get out there and do us proud.
The place names are killing me. They are murder, dude. Bruh.
All set. Doesn't seem like there are any Grieger on this side of the coast. We were right to go around and land here. Still, we don't know just how many of them actually came ashore. We do know the place is lousy with monsters, though. Let's tread carefully.
Come to think of it, Ezra gave me some stuff before I left. Take this, Adel. A heal formula. Empty bottle, lunchbox recipe plain box lunch. You'll be able to make some recovery medicine and box lunches over there if you got the materials and ingredients. Come back if you need to, Reese. Empty bottles can be refilled with concocted medicines using basic reagents and other materials. Contain formulate to expand your medicinal repertoire. Eating a box lunch will temporarily activate special effects. Finishing a meal will leave behind an empty lunchbox. Empty lunchboxes. Okay.
Okay, let's give it a shot. It turned out nicely. What should I do next? Whew. All finished. What should I do? About time to head out. Let's catch our breath.
Oh, right. There's one of those.
How's that? Here goes.
I made him fall forever on a rock. Amazing. I don't know what that crystal does. Crystal shards. Crystal shards are a collectible item imbued with mana. Destroying crystal clusters will yield a large amount. Okay, what do they do, though? Assuming crystals will become useful at some point. Got him, boss.
Can't wait to see what's inside.
Stimulants. Oh boy, my favorite. Drugs. Seem to have a lot of crystals already, but it's going to be very.
Here goes. How's this? How's that? How's that? Something's there.
Arion Charm. Normal attack evasion plus 0.3%. Heavy inflicted by foe. Heavy resist.
Rare find.
Okay, what a heavy. Really? All right, in we go.
Cave entrance. Cavern of the Rites, huh? No doubt about it. This is the place. Something's coming! Wait, is that? Yet another headache for us. He must have come over on that ship we saw. What's wrong with him? He's acting strange. Sure does. about? He just dashed into the cavern. No matter what, the trial continues. Even so, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, story of every JRPG ever. I've got a bad feeling about that. Adol. Woman's voice emanates from the Lila shell. Me, Lila. The shell's talking? Guess you weren't lying, Adol. There may not be much. Buy you with additional mana. Sword seal, shield seal, chalice seal. Okay, sure. Oh, what are these? Mana seeds. Gems that guide the way, unlocking new power. Whoa! Pray with me, slowly, calmly. Calm your mind as if adrift at the bottom of the sea. The release menu has been unlocked, granting access to release lines. Okay. You can strengthen Adol and Karja through their release lines, displayed via Y release on the main menu. Gaining levels can earn you mana points or new duo skills. Don't forget to check on the release lines after leveling up. Yeah, okay. Release line nodes can be unlocked using mana points. Unlocking these nodes can grant crystal shards or even new skills. Setting a mana seed in a node will activate an ability. A variety of abilities can be obtained based on the colors and numbers of connected nodes. Okay. Unlocking a node allows you to unlock any nodes connected to it. Use the mana points remaining to enhance the release lines as you see fit. Learn Falling Edge. Sure. Normal attacks hefty. Let's see. Axe flip. Okay, level 13. What we need for level 12. Hey, convenient. Release lines. Never even knew this sort of thing was possible. Who the hell are you, Leela? Shell has fallen silent. It appears the communication link has been severed. Beggars. Guess a little more info's too much to ask for.
Let's catch our breath.
Oh. Speed attacks. Enemies will perform a speed attack after emitting a blue warning aura. Be aware the speed attacks will break through a duo guard. Speed attacks can be automatically evaded by dashing with LB. Just A to counterattack after dodge.
There's so many.
Yeah, I was holding LB and I dodged directly into the attack, so that didn't exactly pan out the way that you were telling me it was gonna.
Damn it! Think fast, Adol! That trap's serious business. It was made to kill, no question.
Armor seal.
Oh, lucky me!
That foothold's a bit too high for us to get over. What now, Adel? Mana within begins to glow. You can now use the mana action Mana Burst. Hold and release A to activate Mana Burst, unleashing a mana-infused strike that's far more powerful than a normal attack. Mana Burst can also affect parts of the field. Use Adel's fire mana, Archer's ice mana, as the situation demands. Yeah, I did it.
Should save us the trouble. They're all yours, Adel.
Burn!
Just getting started. Switch! Switch!
Yay! Cross edge. No, I didn't get any more mana points, so. Ow. My face. No, I keep pressing X to attack. I will figure out the control scheme eventually. Or I will change it. I guess I dodged it good. Oh. What was that just now? Did it come from this Hewn Stone? Accessing a Hewn Stone allows you to refine mana seeds out of crystal shards and special material. Okay. That's how you make those mana seeds Leah told us about. Pretty surprising stuff. No reason not to make use of it, though. Mana seeds placed on a release line will cause a line corresponding to the seed's type to extend out, activating the mana abilities based on the number of lines connected at the very top. Press right trigger to view the list of abilities under a given category. Each category has its own tendencies, with Valor being attack-oriented, Metal being defense-oriented, and Optimism boosting miscellaneous attributes. Okay. Oh, I need the drops. Okay. If I press right trigger, okay. Mana Blade. Dash speed, build chain, critical. Darkness. Darkness! Okay. Went this way, no doubt about it. After him, after him. Someone's coming up behind us. Huh? Those two are bounty users who fought Lady Yorv. Why are they here? Kriegers, so they were the ones who came ashore after all. Everyone, keep your distance. Their attacks can actually kill us. Those footsteps, don't tell me. Let's get here, we've been flanked. Pick a side and charge them. Not much choice, the way they boxed us in. Huh? Come back! What are you adults waiting for? Chose give you down. What about the mana users? Supposed to be a last resort, but we're out of options. There, now's our chance to go after him. Hey! What's going on right now? Hell if I know, but it can wait till after we squash this thing. Okay, that wasn't too bad. What was with those Grieger earlier? Guess we weren't the priority. They went after Evie without even looking at us. Was he trying to escape from them? But why? No point dwelling on it, we need to press on ourselves. Let's go, Adel. Well, that was effective, I think. I like the health regen mechanic. That's very helpful. Give me the crystal.
There's water underfoot. Looks like it's my turn.
Look, there's a treasure chest.
Okay, bye. Good luck, Karja.
A rare find.
Got them both.
Switch! Freeze solid! Switch!
Thanks for the food!
Burn. Breath formula.
A rare find! Rage! Mana fire!
Switch! Eat this!
There's an item there, but I can't dig. Oh. Okay. Gotta go back up to where I was, because I missed the fucking lever. Whoopsies.
Good gods. This room's a real grab bag. Well, how's that? You're up, Battle.
Goodbye. What? Really? You respawn me? Fuck you, game. Wow. That's a real...
I'm getting a little hungry.
We just ate, brother.
Here goes!
Get out of here, bro. Axe seal.
A rare find!
Switch! Get him! Get him! In my sight! Here I go! How's that?
Get yoggled, brother. The yoggling. Right? Just at any time? Sure can. That's lovely. Big fan of that. Surround him, surround him! About time we cornered you. Why'd you even run off in the first place, you dumb brute? As if we didn't have enough work, this calls for a little corporal punishment. Hey, don't get sloppy now. one of Lady Yerv's favorites. It's like they've trapped him. All the better for us. Slip by and explore the other side of the cave.
Let's turn back.
Okay, so this is going to be a boss fight. So what I'm actually going to do is end it here. We're going to finish this up tomorrow morning. We've got a few more demos to play from Next Fest tomorrow as well. So we'll finish this up. Hopefully when this game comes out and I'm able to play it, we'll be able to keep our progress, or else it's going to take forever to get through this damn game. But in any case, I wish there was music. Any kind. Go back out here. There's some music. Yes. Great. Perfect. Okay. So, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. Some pretty darn good demos coming out of Next Fest, which is fantastic. Also, more JRPGs need demos. Do demos, guys. This is how you get people into JRPGs. In any case, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. I will be back tomorrow morning with whatever's left in this East X Nordics demo, and then a few others from Next Fest that I've downloaded. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Till tomorrow. Bye-bye.